All right, what's going on, everybody? Okay, so this morning I got a chance to get out and do a little bit of fishing, and was going to go chase some trout for my Kayak Wars teams, try to get some points put on the board. I wanted to get out the other night and do some red drum fishing under the bridge, but the weather kicked up and it was really windy and real choppy, so it really wasn't really doable. So this morning everything was nice and flat. There was hardly any wind whatsoever. It was gloomy. It was overcast. This was a perfect morning for topwater. Paddled out to one of my favorite flats here in Pensacola and started chucking a V-shaped Rapala skitterwalk. And I think it was on the third cast of the day. I ended up with a 23-inch trout, which should be right about in this area here. So I got him on the board, got him measured and released and let go. For the next hour, it was pretty consistent. I caught quite a few fish. Not quite in the range for points, but they all would have been keepers, and I would have had a full limit today. The one thing I want to talk about something, and I didn't get my camera out in time because I was landing a fish when it happened. All right, so if by some chance you two guys, you two old dudes that were in your John boat with your cast net that were looking for mullet, watch this. If you see a kayaker and he's 30 feet from a bank line and he's throwing a lure at the bank line and he pulls two fish out from that same hole, okay, you don't come up and drive right between the bank line and that guy who's fishing and then ask, hey, you catching anything? When you sat there for 10 minutes and watched me catch two fish just to put your motor on and motor away to go to the other end of the lagoon. That was a Bush League move. Any boaters out there that watch this, don't do that. Okay, we're not going to come in between you and your shoreline. Just don't do it, all right? Ran over, cool. All right, so after that, for like the next hour and a half, nothing, not a bite. I moved to another spot back in the no motor zone, and I hook a red. He's got 3 or 4 reds following him. They're going crazy. It kind of looked like when you're offshore and you hook a mahi and you kind of hold them on the line so that he brings all the rest in. That's what it looked like with these schools of reds. I got him about 10, 15 feet from the boat. Spit the mirror dyne. So the next little while, I decided to get up on the beach, take a little bit of beach footage. The seas on the Gulf side were pretty rough, probably like 4-foot waves. Probably would have been good for Jack to get out and do some surfing today, but he came to work instead. I see him over there laughing. So right behind me is what the swells look like, and here's the footage from the beach. It was a beautiful day. So on the way back, I stop in at Sand Island. I get up, crawl up to the top, take a little bit more footage. This is what Big Lagoon looked like this morning. It was beautiful. On the way back in, I stop and make a couple more casts with the mirror dyne, and I hook up with a 23-inch trout. Same thing happened. I had him on the line. I look down, and there's a whole school of redfish following him, chasing him all over. So by the time I get him unhooked, get him measured, get a picture taken, get him released, the reds were nowhere to be seen. I made a couple more casts and nothing, so I called it a day. Paddled back into the marina, loaded up, got cleaned up, showered, and here I am. So back in the office, messing with the green screen, pop up pictures of the lures I used and everything today, and hopefully that'll help you when you get out there and want to land some of these big trout yourself. All right, have a good one.